Audio hijack worked fine with me on Boy Howdy.
That's good.
So,
well, you think that it did.
Huh?
You think it did.
It seems to have gone through. So I don't know.
All right.
Yep.
You say so.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna have a piece of Christmas candy real quick before we start.
Christmas candy.
Sorry, I just finally charged up my 3DS and now I'm playing Pokemon Picross.
Oh, yeah. Did you
Finally
have
found the skip button for the tutorials?
System updates?
Yeah, there weren't a lot of system updates.
Yeah. Pokemon Picross is a great little game.
It is.
It's a fine game.
It's just Picross so far.
Yep.
But I've heard there's more to it than that, so I'm curious.
There is.
A little bit more. Just a little.
Let me get Google Drive open here, get our show notes.
Show notes? What are those? Oh, wait. I should check that document. Man, oh man.
How long I gotta find some websites to read to pass the time while you two are talking?
I thought you were playing a game.
Wow.
I'm not gonna do that. That's rude. Plus, I can't hear the soundtrack with you two gabbing in my ear.
The Pokemon Picross soundtrack? The sweet, sweet sounds.
Player 1.
That didn't go well.
That didn't go well at all.
We lost you for a second.
Oh, did you?
For a second there, yeah.
Oh, crap. Player 1 480. That's so stupid.
At least now we know you're not torrenting anything on your computer since the PC's broken.
Are you kidding? I'm torrenting more than ever. I have to replace all my torrents that I lost when I had to reset the machine. So I'm torrenting more than ever before.
I guess so. All right, I'm gonna hit record.
I've been recording for 5 minutes.
Oh well, la dee da. All right, let's do a clap.
Doop doop. Doop doop.
I've got the clap.
Okay.
Do 3, 2, 1. Yes.
What? Pretty as a picture.
Yes. That was fantastic. Everybody ready?
Yep.
You done with your Christmas candy?
I am.
Okay. How was it, by the way?
It was peppermint. It's
What
a little
kind of
peppermint.
What was it?
It's Brock's peppermint nougat.
No.
It's like a little chewy nougaty pepperminty. It's got a little Christmas tree in the center of it there.
That's how you know it's Christmas candy?
Yeah, they're very good. They're very chewy and pepperminty. So, do you like peppermint?
I do. I do like peppermint.
You like chewing on things?
Sure, who doesn't?
You like unwrapping plastic around chewy bit candy?
No, I'm not really a fan of that.
Well,
I like mine, my candy pre-unwrapped.
Well, this is very sticky, so it all kind of globbed together, I would imagine.
That's right.
Be more like a Christmas clump.
Has Eddie Murphy made that movie yet?
I was just gonna say that was the direct-to-video holiday film spin-off. Yeah. The Christmas clumps.
That'd be brilliant.
Yeah.
But it is not to be.
There you go.
Hello and welcome to episode 480 of the Player One podcast for Tuesday, January 19th, 2016. I'm your host, Chris Johnston. With me, as always, is a man who doesn't have any Christmas candy up there in Canada. It's very sad. Mr. Greg Seward.
We don't celebrate Christmas up here.
You celebrate Christmas.
Boxing Day.
And from California, a man who has all the Christmas candy. He is surrounded in Christmas candy and Christmas cheer, Mr. Filthy Evolved.
Yes. Well, they mark that stuff down after the holidays, so that's when you dive right in. Although, hey, you wanna see how I live my life right here?
Yeah. Sure.
This is more for you people watching the video. Here I have a bag of Brock's
Christmas
nougats.
That sounds awful.
What else do I have here? But look at this, a bag of Brock's conversation hearts.
Jesus.
I'm living in that.
Are those from last Valentine's Day?
No. Target's got their Valentine's candy out already.
I know.
Yes,
I'm waiting for that Easter candy to come out so that it can have that delicious Cadbury egg.
Oh yeah.
Stuff. I love those.
I'm
in that. They changed the formula a couple of years ago or whatever.
Formula.
Yeah.
They changed the formula. You're a
I'm a purist.
Cadbury cream egg purist.
Constantly question why I come here every week.
Yeah. Did they change the formula, or did they just shrink them in size?
No, they changed the formula when I guess like Hershey's took over or whatever, or Hershey's bought Cadbury and then like changed it to their own brand of chocolate.
Gross.
So yeah.
You should probably just say recipe.
Recipe. Yeah, they changed the
recipe.
Yeah. Anyway.
So.
How you guys doing?
I'm fine.
Did you see a little application on the App Store?
Oh boy.
Hit numero uno.
Well, we're going to get right into the commercials, are we?
Hope everyone's ready for 90 minutes of ads this week. It's the top grossing game. Is it the top grossing game?
Not top grossing, no. Let's not get crazy.
Didn't knock Candy Crush off the... Is Candy Crush even on top of the top grossing?
I think Clash of Clans and Game of War have been fighting for that spot for years.
Okay.
Considering the millions they spend on television advertising.
Right.
And all the celebrities they pay to pitch their products.
Yes.
Yeah. We're not at the top of that chart, but the top of the other charts, yes.
How come Kate Upton's not telling me to buy Pocket Mortys?
Yeah.
Should.
What's up with that?
I'd be more interested in playing Pocket Mortys if Kate Upton was a part of it.
I gotta go with Phil on this one.
I want to see Kate Upton dressed up as Rick, encouraging me to play Pocket Mortys.
I think we've got an idea here, a seed of an idea.
You guys hiring over the Adult Swim games, because I am an idea man. I have all sorts of ideas like this. They mostly involve Kate Upton dressing up as characters from your games.
Next up, Amateur Surgeon.
Have you maybe put a little unicorn horn on Kate Upton? Ever dance around?
Oh, that'll definitely be Robot Unicorn 3. Yeah, if the third one comes out. There you go.
Hear that? CJ almost confirmed Robot Unicorn 3.
If we make a third one, Kate
backpedaled pretty fast.
Right. So Pocket Mortys came out from Adult Swim Games and hit the #1 position, which is pretty awesome.
The hotly anticipated Pocket Mortys.
Hotly anticipated, yeah.
That game took over social media when it was announced there, didn't it? Huh?
Kind of did.
Yeah.
In a way I wasn't quite expecting, but I was very pleased with.
Yeah.
So people seem to be enjoying it.
Yeah.
I'm doing customer service on the Pocket Mortys Twitter account.
Oh, is that you?
Some of them are me, yeah.
Okay. I saw you on the NeoGAF kind of.
And that too, yeah.
Doing some troubleshooting on there.
Yeah. Android is that's a hard platform to support.
Oh, really?
Well, there's so many variations. And then you find out like an entire chipset doesn't work with your game. You're oops. But we're fixing that, so that's good.
Is there enough of an Android audience or market to make it worthwhile to even? I mean, I guess it does since you did, but is it more trouble than it's worth almost these days?
No.
Okay. I guess I answered my own question just to have you confirm it. So
yeah. Android. A lot of people with Android phones.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people.
Are people buying stuff though? Are they paying money on it? I mean, I guess the answer is yes because you guys did it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but enough people.
Yeah.
Just verify what I'm telling you. Enough people are purchasing either games or in-app purchases to make Android.
Yeah,
worth the hassle of dealing with multiple chipsets and configurations and that sort of thing.
Yeah, Android is definitely a different experience. Even a couple of years ago, paid games on Android just did not do very well at all. But free games still do quite well on Android. So,
okay. Yeah, I guess that's what I guess I had remembered reading that some time ago where. Well, wasn't like piracy really rampant on Android?
It still is, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's a lot easier to pirate Android stuff than it is iPhone stuff. So.
Yeah. Well, and everybody has like a custom version of their OS,
right?
Different mods on top of stock Android. Right. There's a lot more variables than with iOS.
Well, let me and if I'm getting too deep into
for instance, let me just
okay.
So we gave
please do
some early codes, right? And somebody from the press had installed it on an Amazon Fire phone.
Okay.
Which nobody bought Amazon Fire phones,
right?
And
the phone,
you can't even access Google Play on an unmodified Amazon Fire phone. So
right. Yeah. Well, actually,
I found a bug on. It's like, oh well,
on your
normal people aren't supposed to be able to do what
your hacked phone that nobody has.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of where I was gonna ask about that because like the Kindle Fire tablets.
Mm-hmm.
They are, you were talking about the sort of, people having their sort of proprietary Android OSs, and Amazon is certainly one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys, and again, if this is too inside,
you're dropping hard questions on me.
Yeah, I know. Well,
this is supposed to be a quick plug for CJ's game, and then out to
soft interview. Yeah. So how great is Pocket Mortys, CJ?
So great.
So great.
Is it the best, or what's it like working with Justin Roiland? He's got to be a hoot and a holler, right?
He's the best.
Are you guys even going to bother with the Amazon App Store, or is it just
possibly?
Okay.
Yeah, possibly.
Okay.
That's another like different audience.
Right.
That are buying the Kindle Fire tablets, but that's a possibility. So.
Okay. Yeah. Again, it was just me kind of wondering if it's worth the investment in the time to sort of configure it for the device, and then obviously
I'm going to say yes on that.
Maintain it.
Okay. Probably would be.
Okay. Cool.
That's what I'm saying.
Boy, I hear that Dan Harmon's a character, huh? He give you any trouble, huh? Did he?
No.
Was he always cracking wise? I understand he can be a bit of a cut up.
Wise.
He was super awesome to work with. Yeah, I worked with both Justin and Dan on this game.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. It was a great experience. And developer Big Pixel Studios. I mean, they pitched the game to us originally, and it has turned out awesome.
What else have they done?
They did Mega Coin Squad on PC.
Oh, okay.
They did a game called Land of Panda on iOS that I thought was great. They did a game called Meow Meow Happy Fight on iOS a long time ago. Yeah.
Okay.
They've done a lot of stuff. So
cool.
Yes, indeed. So yeah, a lot of people seem to be playing it and enjoying it, and that makes CJ happy. Very happy about that. So it's a really fun game.
It is a fun game.
So I'm happy to see people are reacting well to it. So
it is a fun game, and it's a fun game that handles its in-app purchases very well.
Thank you. Yeah, that was something we really focused on, actually, to try to make them as fair as possible. And honestly, if Fallout Shelter had not done that first, we probably wouldn't have gone there. Like Fallout Shelter proved that you can do that, like with an IP that has a rabid fan base.
Right.
So after they did it, I was like, maybe we should, explore something similar. So yeah.
Very nice.
On purpose, the IAPs are fair.
Excellent.
And completely optional. All right.
IAPs.
In-app purchases. Everybody's.
Are you guys planning to ship any more SKUs with IAPs?
Sure. Why not?
Yeah.
Ship all the SKUs. Ship them all.
Yeah.
I did want to, since Phil, you weren't on the show last week, I wanted to read this tweeted question.
That was nice for all involved, I bet.
It was.
Wow.
This tweeted question from hacker alias Masa FG.
Yeah.
Who said, is Phil getting an Xbox One for multiplayer in summer 2016? And that's referring to Crackdown 3. I don't know if you saw this announcement.
No, what's the announcement?
Microsoft has said, so Crackdown 3 is coming out kind of, sort of, in the summer.
Okay.
Multiplayer only.
Okay.
So what do you think? What do you think of that?
So wait, it's going to be... I mean, there's still going to be the full single-player Crackdown that's coming out, right? Later?
Supposedly. Yeah.
They're not just like...
It seemed really non-committal.
Not exactly clear. They got to be working on something, right?
I mean, is it just going to... They can't just make it multiplayer. They're not going to turn that into like a multiplayer-only franchise, are they? Are they?
I hope not.
Boy, I hope not.
Honestly, I don't know how long I played the multiplayer in the original Crackdown or Crackdown 2.
I mean, I played some, but
I did play a little, but
and I mean it was fun.
But
yeah, I mean I'm far more concerned about the single player. Maybe I guess we'll file that under maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Okay.
We'll see. It's weird.
I wish they would take their time with this one. There is no sense in rushing it out. Crackdown 2 felt like it got rushed as well.
Well, yeah. Well, it was.
I mean, they copied.
Oh man,
map.
Don't mess up my Crackdown. I want my Crackdown to be good.
Me too. I hope it's good.
I like. You know what I like.
Good.
I like Clean 5.0 you used to drive around in.
I like Crackdown. I like Crackdown.
You do.
I like Crackdown.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
Well, we'll see what we're.
Okay. Well, let's see what happens.
Yeah. Did anything else happen last week? I was completely focused.
Alan Rickman died.
Oh right.
Alan Rickman died. His last words, from what I understand.
Geez.
Was,
here we go.
Please enjoy Pocket Mortys. Everyone.
No.
Please support Pocket Mortys with your in-app purchase dollars.
I don't.
Pretty sure that's what it was.
You aren't.
Way to make a tasteless joke and kind of get CJ in trouble all at once.
Yeah, you should have gone with by Grabthar's hammer. What an IAP structure. Then I would have let it go.
I'm the one getting him in trouble now.
Yeah, that sucks though.
Yes, it
makes me want to watch Die Hard and Galaxy Quest again,
and Robin Hood,
Harry Potter
and
movies.
Any of the Harry Potter movies.
Of course, yeah.
You know, the man did other work.
Oh well,
Yeah.
Doy.
Yeah.
But clearly, those are his best films.
Yes, I'm sure that moments before he passed, he thought, "I hope everyone remembers Galaxy Quest."
Hey, you leave Galaxy Quest the hell alone. How dare you?
Just like most people.
No.
Oh man.
Why are you doing this to us, Greg?
Why?
I enjoy that movie as much as the next person.
Why do you let this guy on our show, CJ?
Seriously.
Someone's getting knocked back down to second introduction next week. I'll be back on the.
I have stock options. You can't do that to
me.
Yeah.
I don't know what else happened. I was. Our second semester is coming up to a close. I was busy doing teacher stuff all week.
Yeah.
To pay attention to video game news.
Okay. Should we just jump right into what we've been playing then?
I don't know.
I think maybe we should.
Yeah?
Greg, how about you kick us off?
Yeah, we'll start with the really depressing one first.
Yeah, bring the show down.
Now that we've been talking about dead actors that we love, and
Alan Rickman's dead, David Bowie's dead.
Celine Dion's husband and brother both died of cancer in the past week.
What?
Oh,
yeah.
Jeez.
It's ridiculous. Grizzly Adams is dead.
Yeah, Grizzly Adams died. Motorhead died.
Lemmy died, yeah.
Yeah. So
the lead singer of Stone Temple Pilots died or something like that, or?
Oh, really?
He did, but wasn't that before Christmas?
Yeah.
Well, thank goodness we have lighthearted video games to cheer us up. Greg, what have you been playing?
A game called That Dragon Cancer.
Okay.
Came out. So I don't know if you guys... I know CJ hasn't really been following this, because I tried to talk to him about it, and I realized how completely ignorant he was of anything to do with this game.
A little preoccupied this past week.
This past week, it's been grabbing headlines for a couple of years.
I've been preoccupied for months.
Now, this was a Kickstarter, right?
It ended up being a Kickstarter. So what it started out as was a game by a guy. Well, it's a group of people now, but by a guy named Ryan Green, whose son Joel was terminally ill with brain cancer. So it started out as kind of a game. I don't even say that it's a tribute to his son, although I'm sure that's what it is. But kind of exploring his and his family's experiences, him and his wife Amy and their family. They've got I think 4 or 5 children. Experiences with the disease and with having a young child who has a terminal disease. Anyway, it grabbed headlines a few years back based on that, and then Ouya, that company, injected it with a bunch of cash, injected the project with a bunch of cash to be an Ouya exclusive, which the system didn't make it long enough to get that game as an exclusive. And then they went to Kickstarter to finish funding. So anyway, the game finally came out last week, and I call it a game. I guess you probably call it more of a digital experience, really.
Yeah.
And I did kickstart this, but yeah, it's quite a powerful experience. Joel unfortunately did pass away before the game was done, so it kind of shifted the end of the game, I think, for the better after having played it. But yeah, it's just really it's just an interactive experience about his and his wife's past 4 years. I think he was 4 or 5 years old when he passed away. He was diagnosed when he was 1, and he passed away at 4. So, I mean, I would recommend anyone try it. It's definitely a worthwhile experience. I think if you're a parent, and I know I feel like younger listeners or of our show probably get sick of us saying things like that, but it is absolutely true. If you're a parent, have a box of Kleenex nearby.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
You're going to be a wreck.
I don't know if I want to play a game that's going to make me that miserable.
We've talked about this before, like emotional moments in games. Like The Last of Us being a great example. The end of the prologue in The Last of Us, again, if you're a parent especially, that has a powerful effect on you. That is nothing compared to some of the stuff you experience in this game. A lot of it's sort of very metaphorical imagery. And one of the things that I really wasn't expecting is it is about Joel, but it's really more about the effect that everything had on Ryan and Amy. And one of the interesting things they explore is not only how the different ways they both dealt with his illness, and especially as it got to the point where there wasn't really any hope left, but also the effect that had on their relationship, which I didn't really expect. But there's a lot of imagery of drowning and things like that. They're also highly religious people, so there's a lot of questioning of their faith and that sort of thing, which I'm not a religious person, but still pretty powerful. But yeah, anyway, talking about the end of the prologue in The Last of Us, I mean, I think we all admitted that our eyes got pretty moist at that point.
Right.
There were at least 2 scenes in this game where there was one that I had to stand up and walk away. I mean, it was just, yeah, it was hard to take. It's a scene that has been described a lot, so I don't think I'm giving anything away when I talk about it. But it's very near the end, and it has to do with Joel being in the hospital and crying inconsolably. And the reason I think it had so much of an effect is because, again, speaking as a parent, we've all had those nights where, like you learn what exhaustion really is when you have kids, right? Like you didn't realize how tired you really could be. And if you have a child that doesn't sleep well, and I'm sure we've all had those nights where you're just completely done, like you can't handle it, and then to have that happen to know that the reason that it is happening is because this boy is dying is just like orders of magnitude worse. And a lot of it is actual recording of Joel. I think a lot of it is actual recordings of he and his family. Mm-hmm. But anyway, it's just a point and click, and then it's kind of, I don't know, stupid to talk about mechanics in this game, but it's just a point and click game. Absolutely worth experiencing, I think. It will scar you for sure, but it's beautiful, and I'm really amazed that they did it, and I really respect that they would put themselves out there like that. Yeah.
I played a lot of that Godzilla game again this week. Got Mecha King Ghidorah, which is pretty cool.
One of the things too that they did for backers was, depending on the level that you backed, you could.
I saw this on your Twitter feed, and it broke my heart. It broke my heart, Greg. But go on, tell.
Well, depending on what level you backed at, they let backers. They offered for backers to do certain things. Some of them sent in pictures, which there's an entire hallway in the hospital that just has pictures that were sent in by backers. So a lot of them are, of course, of not just children, but anyone that people have lost, or drawings by various patients, I think. Another thing they did was they had people send in handprints, because apparently I'm guessing this is something that they did at the hospital that Joel was in, where they would paint handprints on the wall. So there's this one wall that's just full of these handprints of different people with their names beside them. But then another thing that they did for most backers is they let you send in a short message that they would put in like a sympathy card format. So you get into this scene where Amy is sitting with Joel and just snuggling Joel in the hospital room, and the place is just full of cards. They're on tables, they're hanging from strings, they're on counters, and like when you go into the hallway, there's hundreds of them, and every single one you click on, and it's one of the messages from one of the backers.
Yeah.
And I knew this was there, but the thing that kind of got me was that I sent him one that has my brother's name on it. I had a brother who died of cancer in 1983, who was also 4 at the time. Actually, I think he was 3. He hadn't turned 4 yet. But his card is right next to to Amy and Joel. It's like so there's a table there, and there's like 3 or 4 cards on it, and his card's right there. So it's just kind of, I don't know. It was like the second one I clicked on.
Oh, jeez.
So it was wild. I think Greg Rice, actually, from Double Fine, his card is right there as well. I think he backed the game as well. So anyway, supremely worth experiencing. You should go out and try it. But have a box of Kleenex nearby, because it's, especially if you're a parent or you've ever lost anyone to cancer, which unfortunately most people have.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, you should check it out.
Wow.
Excuse me. On a happier note.
Yeah.
I've been playing Lara Croft Go. Finally.
That's cool.
You've been tapping and clicking?
Tapping and clicking.
Swiping?
It's really good.
Yeah?
I definitely would have picked this as like my favorite mobile game last year had I played it.
Favorite mobile game of 2016 that came out in 2015.
Yeah.
It is a great little game. It's not all that difficult, or it's not that long either, but it is a really fun game.
Some of the puzzles are devious, so it's grid-based movement for anyone who hasn't played it, and it's just almost entirely a puzzle game. But it's really like I've gotten into this point where I like how there's all these different enemy classes and they all do different things and it's all based on your movement. But I've gotten to the point where you're actually moving enemies around using torches and things like that. To step on pressure plates, and it's getting tough, but it's really good. I'm really enjoying it. I think I'm like 2/3 of the way through it.
Cool.
You should try Hitman Go as well.
Yeah, I will next. Yeah, I mean, I'm more, I'm a Tomb Raider fan, so
yeah,
this is definitely speaking to me a little bit more, I think.
Totally.
That's it for me. Let's talk about some happy things.
Phil.
Yeah?
What you got for us?
Jeez, I don't know. Who cares? Does it matter anymore? Christ. Man.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? You know what I started? I actually kind of started this back up again this week. Because I was playing it quite a lot back when it came out, and then I just kind of got distracted by other things and sort of ended up putting it down. But I started up Shovel Knight again.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever play that Shovel Knight game?
Sure. I've heard of it. I got the amiibo.
I got the amiibo too. That's what prompted me to start playing it again.
All right.
You can. It's got like a little custom Shovel Knight mode on there with your amiibo. You register your amiibo to. This is for the Wii U version of the game.
Mm-hmm.
You register your amiibo to the game, and as you play, your character levels up, and you unlock new items and stuff like that you can use, and then you can save your progress to the amiibo, so you can save your little custom character to it and stuff like that. So
I imagine you can do that on the 3DS too if you got the new 3DS or the.
It has slightly different functionality. On the 3DS version. It does not. I don't believe. I may be wrong, but I do not believe that it has the kind of custom character mode on the 3DS. I think it just unlocks some new challenge stages or something like that on 3DS. But yeah, I went out and picked up the amiibo, and I found it. So I was like, I need to get back into that game. So I actually, what I did was I ended up wiping my save game and just restarting it from the beginning.
Nice. Doing
it all with the custom thing, and that's a fun. It's a fun game.
That's a great game.
Although
I really didn't like the way I just didn't like that it turned into that boss rush at the end.
You're right. But that's Mega Man. Mega Man, you get that boss rush at the end, right?
Yeah, but at least you get a life upgrade after every boss you beat, and you get a second to breathe before you go and do the next one.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. But,
I just found the bosses in those games and that game, and I mean, I'm sure there are people that are plenty better than I am at this game, obviously, but like I really loved the balance of the bosses in those games because I just barely beat every one of them.
Okay.
So then having to fight all of them one right after the other,
right,
impossible to me.
I can see that. I can see that. But yeah, I really dig it, and the amiibo is pretty fantastic. So I was pleased to add that to my little amiibo collection.
All right, how many you got now? What's your count?
Jeez, I don't know actually.
Yeah.
It's certainly not all of them. Certainly not anywhere near all of them.
No.
But it's a pretty solid collection.
And maybe somewhere around 40.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy crap, dude.
You do?
Yeah, I have around 40 amiibo. Yes.
What's wrong with you?
Jeez.
We talked about this last week on the show.
I think I have maybe around 20, maybe?
Yeah.
I mean, are you getting all the Animal Crossings and stuff like that?
I didn't get all of the Animal Crossing ones, but...
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, it's a lot.
It is. That's true.
I did get my Japanese Rob. Did I mention that?
Nice.
Got my Japanese Rob, man. But oh, you know what? I didn't put this on the show notes, but I played a little more Mario Maker again this week as well.
Oh yeah.
Unlocking some new skins, some new costumes to play as.
Yeah. Did you do the pigeon one? Did you finish that?
I did finish the pigeon one.
I played a little of the pigeon level, and I got too frustrated at a certain point. Stopped. But I'll get back to it.
Yeah. No, I've unlocked all the new costumes from all the courses and stuff.
I have as well.
Did you get the little Famitsu fox dude?
Yes.
Yeah, that stage took me a while.
Yeah.
That was a cool stage. It was a clever stage, but it did take me a few run-throughs to kind of get it perfected.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I got the little pigeon character, and I got Daisy. I unlocked Daisy.
Nice. I don't think she was up when I.
Okay. Yeah, I think it just went up like a day or two ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have a Super Mario Land homage stage.
I did see that one.
Yeah. Well, that's where you unlock Daisy.
No, I thought that was the plane.
No.
Land.
No. Well, there is the stage. What's that, like Southwest Airlines sponsored it or something?
Isn't that great? I love that.
Yes, where you can unlock Mario in the little. Was it the Sky Pop?
Yes.
Is that the name of the plane?
I think so.
These are the things that are burrowed into my brain.
Super Mario Land, great game, but
yes, it really is.
That was a great game.
Super short.
With an amazing one of my favorite Nintendo soundtracks of all time.
Totally.
Is Super Mario Land. Holy crap, Hip Tanaka knocking it out of the park with that soundtrack. But
I really would love to see a Super Mario Land tile set in Mario Maker.
Yeah.
Where you have Super Balls and all the stuff from Land.
Exploding Koopas and things like that.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Now there is actually a stage though that just went up that is I think it's like a recreation of the first Mario Land stage.
Oh really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to play through that.
And you get Daisy when you finish it. So
awesome.
Worth checking
out.
Daisy. Rapist and Best Princess. Oh, there it is. Wow,
I suck at this game.
Really?
Did you just die?
Did you just like run into the first Goomba there or something?
There was a Goomba there.
Wow. Greg showing his true colors.
I love this track because it's going back and forth in the stereo.
Oh yeah.
Let's just do this for another 20 minutes and then call it a show.
That game is so good. What else did I play? Oh! Virtual Console. Speaking of Nintendo retro classics, the Virtual Console.
Yes.
Nintendo remembered that they have a Virtual Console this past week. And they put out something that was worth buying on it. Did you see this? Did you hear about this?
I did.
I know about this. I know you did, CJ. I read the show notes.
Oh, okay.
The long-awaited Metroid Zero mission,
which had been out in Europe since the summer, I think.
Really? Which for some reason CJ's never played before. How the hell does that happen?
Yeah.
No. I have played Zero Mission, just not very much of it. Yeah. I really, like, I finished Metroid Fusion last year or 2 years ago.
Okay.
And then really wanted to play Zero Mission as well. I finished Fusion on the Virtual Console and the Wii U, and figured they would probably release Zero Mission soon after since it came out in Europe. And then they didn't. So I was waiting a while, and I have the GBA card. I booted that up a couple of times, but decided to just wait it out.
Huh.
Now I'm playing it on the Wii U Virtual Console.
It's good stuff, right?
It is. It really is.
It's a great game.
It's not an exact copy of the original, right? Like, it's not.
Well, no.
It's just like flavored.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it is a fantastic little game.
It is.
I'm a big fan of that. So yeah, I've been.
And save states are awesome.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Having that.
Yes, indeed.
You don't need save states for that game. Come on.
What?
Come on.
You do need save states. Come on.
You find a save station, man.
Well,
they're all over the map.
Yeah.
All over the map.
You know what I do with save states on Wii U and 3DS now? Like the games that I've finished, occasionally I'll go back to it, and the save state is usually like right at the last boss. I'll beat the final boss and watch the ending.
Ah, there you go.
Of like Mario 3, Mario 2.
Yes.
You know it.
Which would be valuable if there wasn't like YouTube.
Well, I guess.
If this was like 10 years ago, that might be worth the hassle of it. But
I suppose you're right.
I mean, now you can go watch the ending of Mario 3 with PewDiePie yelling over it.
I mean, yeah, I boot up the Metroid Zero Mission. Why don't I just go watch a YouTube video of the ending? And
exactly.
And then I finished it.
Exactly. It's the way things work these days.
Yeah.
Watch a Let's Play. So there's that. That's all I've been really playing.
That's it?
Yeah, well, like I said, I have been playing a lot of that Godzilla game because my kid is obsessed. I believe he's actually out in the living room right now playing it as we speak. So
awesome.
My son really desperately wants to play Portal.
Oh, really? How old is he again?
He's just about 7. He's just about to turn 7.
Oh, that's a good age for Portal.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Seems like a really good age for Portal, actually.
Yeah.
Are you gonna sit down and play it with him, or?
Oh yeah, definitely. I just need to see. I want to say that I have a version, like a digital version of it on Xbox 360, which
they did release.
I wonder if it's backwards compatible on the one. I'm not sure.
It is. I believe it is.
I'll have to check my one and see if it's in the download list because I would rather do that than pull out the Xbox and do the 360 and hook it all up again.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, he's quite excited about it.
Yeah. No, that'll be fun. What was it? Lego Dimensions that got him interested in it?
Yeah, basically.
Nice.
Well, we actually hadn't gotten to that. I think that's the next part of the game we're going to play the next time we sit down and play it.
Okay.
I think somebody made a comment about portals just as we were about to turn it off last time.
Oh, okay.
And then he was looking at, because I have the portal set that I haven't opened yet, and he was going through and asking what each one was, because we still have the Doctor Who and the Back to the Future, both of which he knows now because we've seen it in the game.
Right.
And then he was pointing at the portal set and asking me to explain it, so then I went and found some videos of the game for him. And
so weird the kids are getting introduced to like Back to the Future through the Lego game.
Yeah, really? Yeah. So anyway,
awesome.
Yeah, I showed him some video of the game. He's like, I really want to play that. I really want to try that. So
nice.
Cool.
Yeah, can't wait.
Very cool.
I'm still waiting for the rest of my PC parts. I have one of the main parts here, though.
What's that?
Got my
graphics card?
No, CPU.
CPU.
There it is. Well, you're full on assembling your own PC, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm really afraid of how it's going to go.
You have fun with that.
I have Kevin Larrabee for support. I'm good.
Do you got a case ordered for it?
Oh yeah, all the parts are ordered. I'm just waiting for them all to show up.
Nice.
Very
cool.
That's all you've been playing there,
That's
Phil?
it. That is it. That is
it. When in between Pocket Mortys and Zero Mission, I played a little bit of Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. There's a beta going on the PS4 and Xbox One. It's free, I think, just for this weekend, so it probably is going to be off by the time this show goes live. But Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, the original one, was one of my favorite multiplayer games. And this one's good. They restricted the beta to only a couple of modes, and one of them, the territories mode, just goes on too long. There's like 6 different territories, and you're kind of you have to push you have to defend against the zombies taking over every piece of land. There's 6 different bases, and if they get to the final thing, then you lose. Anyway, it takes way too long. I don't want to sit there in a 30-minute match
and lose.
and lose, exactly. So not so much a fan of that, but I played some Gnome Bomb as well, which is sort of like the Skull mode in Halo. Except you grab the gnome, which is a garden gnome that has a bomb on it, and you plant it on one of 3 enemy bases and try to blow them up. That is a lot of fun. That is a whole lot of fun. And even though the games can be long in that, they're shorter than that Territories variant and much more fun.
Okay.
And they have a hub world this time where you configure all your characters and the customizations and whatnot, and you can actually go and play like a horde mode in the hub world.
I believe you mean hard mode. It's a hard mode.
No. Gears of War horde mode style.
More challenging mode.
And you can get computer-controlled players to help you out, and so that was a lot of fun. I did a bunch of that as well, because you earn coins in that you can then use to buy packs of customizations. Yeah, this game is fully monetized, and it's $60. It's a $60 game this time.
Oh, jeez.
Which it may have been last time. I don't remember, but
I want to say it was.
I thought it was cheaper, but I don't recall. Well, they gave it away for free on the PS4 during the first PlayStation experience. What are you going to ask me?
I only have a limited amount of dollars that I can put towards monetized games. So if I were to pick one game to play, would you recommend that I play Plants vs. Zombies 2 or Pocket Mortys?
Pocket Mortys all the way. Come on.
Okay.
But
yeah.
I do love my Garden Warfare. I loved the original game, and you can bring across your characters in progress from the first game into the second game. So that was pretty cool. But I was losing a lot. I started playing the beta like 2 days in, and people were already like level awesome, where I was
there's the reason
nothing.
I get into games like that too much. I just don't have the time to keep up. Like,
yeah.
I'm losing all the time because people have just played more than you. Sucks.
It does. So I mean, I'm still excited about this game, but we'll see. We'll see what else comes out in February. I may hold off, but I am excited about it. It looks great too. This is the first one, because the last one was cross-gen, Xbox 360 and PS3, and I think it came out on PS3. But this one is fully next gen, and it looks really nice. A lot of stuff going on in the level. One of the levels has like a robot zombie, marching around one of the pathways, and you can get stepped on.
That's awesome.
So. Yeah. So anyway, pretty cool little game. Cool that they're doing the beta the way that they did. They did like some new content every single day, like 2 new modes and new character types or character skins each day to give people a preview. So that was pretty
taste.
Cool.
Something.
Taste. And that's all I've been playing.
Cool.
So
I'm just playing Mario Land now.
Oh, you almost finished with it? You at the end boss?
Yeah, really.
Close. A long game.
Yeah. That game didn't have a save system, right? It just
God no.
Yeah.
Early Game Boy game. You kidding?
Yeah. I didn't think so. All right. Let's do some tweets.
Yes.
Who put this on here about what game in our backlog we want to play in 2016? Was that you, Greg? Or was that Kevin?
Probably Kevin.
One
It might have been Kevin.
That guy.
Who do I think he is?
By the way.
Huh?
He's 30 now, by the way.
Huh?
Yeah, he just had a birthday. Happy birthday to Kevin Larrabee.
Maybe now he will outgrow those silly race car movies. It's time to put away childish things.
Speaking as an almost 40-year-old, no. You had a birthday not too long ago there, Phil, didn't you?
I had a birthday 3 days ago as of this recording.
Yeah.
Like 58 now?
I am now 41 years.
You're on the other
really
side.
Old.
You're on the other
Yep.
side.
It's all downhill from here.
Yeah.
And I just sit back and coast.
But, you know, it's nice. Where it's downhill, it's at our age, it's easier to walk there. You know? Like,
that's right.
Uphill's a little harder to walk now.
That's right.
True.
Yep.
True that.
And by our age, I mean your age, because you're old.
I'm very old. I'm not young.
All right. Hacker alias Whore.
Yeah?
By the way, happy birthday, Phil.
Yeah.
Really?
Whatever.
Whore?
Well,
Yeah,
it's spelled like the Tusken Raider character from
Horrr
from Masters of Terraskazi, the
Terraskazi?
Star Wars fighting game. Remember Masters of Terraskazi?
I've heard of it.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. He says, my LEGO Dimensions at a broken Wild Style disc, so I got stuck 5 minutes in.
Oh, man.
What's your most recent gaming frustration?
I hope you took that back to the store and got a replacement there if the little sensor disc was busted.
Yeah.
Most recent gaming frustration.
I
don't know. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Dying within the first 5 seconds of Mario Land.
That'll do it. My PC just crapped out on me like a day or two ago, and I've been trying to get it all fixed. I had to completely wipe it.
That would suck.
I'm sitting here right now as we record. I'm recording on my MacBook, and I am watching my PC restore all the files that I had backed up. So now I have to re-download my entire Steam library.
Yeah, you keep all your games downloaded? See, I keep almost none of my games downloaded.
Well, you know what? I have a bad habit of downloading them when I get them, and then not wiping them if I'm not playing them for a while or something. So I guess
constantly cleaning the fridge.
I guess it's less. I'm going to have to re-download everything, and now just kind of what do I want to play at the moment? Yeah. So may not be a bad thing when it's all said and done, but still pretty frustrating having your PC crap out on you.
What about the new Xbox Dash thing? Now my controller, when I go to turn off the system, and you have to hold the Xbox Jewel down or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to hold it down until the controller vibrates, but it takes
it's been like that for a while.
Yeah, 2 or 3. It takes longer now for the prompt to come up on the screen.
2 or 3 seconds? How can you possibly find that time in your busy schedule?
So while I'm holding that Jewel,
right.
The controller turns off because I'm holding it. I hold it too long on occasion.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know how you're that is awful.
Jeez.
First world problem.
I had a big frustrating moment the other day. I was very excited. This game came out. There's this TV show that I really like, and they came out with a game based on it.
No.
And oh man.
What about games that have to download the update patch before you can play again?
That's annoying.
Yeah, that's annoying. Anyway.
That's annoying.
It's so common, though. I wouldn't even count it as my latest gaming frustration. It's just kind of a thing.
Actually, LEGO Dimensions just had a big mandatory update.
Yeah.
Because they have, there's a bunch of new little add-on packs.
Ghostbusters comes out soon, right?
Ghostbusters comes out soon, and some of the other figures come out this week, I believe. Yeah, the Doc Brown set comes out, and there's the Joker and Harley Quinn.
Yeah, that one looks cool.
Yeah. So there's, but yeah, the Ghostbusters level pack is the big one this week. So.
All right.
What else we got?
Next tweet. Hacker alias Unpopular Gaming says personal favorite controllers. Also, is that the Ranma Panda? I'm talking about in the background here.
Genbus. Yeah, you have a Genma.
Ding, ding.
You have a. I can't see your camera's not aiming at it right now. We can't see Genma.
You should be able to.
I can't see him.
Well, you can't, but how about now?
Oh, there he is. There he is. There he is.
Yeah, that is Genma.
In the Sao Tome.
He has the little, there's like a little dry erase sign. You can put
really?
Things
That's great.
on there, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
He was one of my favorite characters in the first few seasons of Ranma.
Absolutely.
CJ just has a crude illustration of a penis drawn on it.
Well, not anymore.
That was only when he lived with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wiped
Yeah.
that
Now
off.
that he has a kid, it's something much more crude.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's just a heart shape.
Aw.
No, there's nothing on there. But I got that. I think at Anime Expo like a long ass time ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What was the question?
Favorite controllers.
Favorite controller.
Japanese Saturn pad.
That's what I was just gonna say. That's what I was just gonna say. The Saturn. Well, that did get a domestic release here.
Yep. Eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sega released an Americanized version that was just awful. But then they finally came to the senses, much like Microsoft did in the next generation.
Yeah, the controller.
Yeah, geez, that original, the U.S. Saturn controller was...
Oh, God, it was terrible.
So
Their
bad.
D-pad on it was just...
Yeah,
it
was...
Like, thumb-ripping bad. It was just... Because all the 4 cardinal directions had these strange little pieces that swooped up at the end, and they had a sharp edge to them. Yeah, it was terrible.
Who thought that was a good idea?
I don't know. And they were cheap as hell. I mean, they just felt cheap. They felt
they felt hollow, yeah.
The triggers, definitely. My God.
The whole thing.
There's
nothing good about that controller.
No.
Yeah.
No, but the Japanese one was great.
I still like the Super Nintendo pad.
Yeah.
It's a good little pad.
It is. Although I still can't play Street Fighter with it.
Really?
That's the thing that I really like. The thing that makes me sad is about the Genesis 6 button as well as the Saturn controller is that 3/3 button combo it didn't stick.
Yeah.
Because that to me is like the way to play fighting games.
Well, yeah.
Capcom style fighting games anyway.
Right.
Yeah. I guess that's true. I would just configure the controller differently.
Yeah, me too.
Like
but I
just punch and heavy on the face, and then
stick those middle punches up in the shoulders.
Yeah.
I could never use them shoulder buttons properly though. I just don't know why I couldn't do it.
I just never used the shoulder buttons on Street Fighter. I was the kind of Street Fighter player that I am.
Yeah, we're not Evo contenders certainly. Yeah,
I'm a big fan
medium
of
punches. Who needs them?
I'm a big fan of the DualShock series of controllers too.
Yeah, I like the DualShocks as well.
Especially the 4. I like the 4.
Yeah. Yeah, it was nice to see it because they stuck with that same design for 3 generations.
Yeah.
Which I liked, but it was nice to see them update it for the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
Although I'm sick, this generation drives me nuts. I pine for just a start and a select button.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I don't want to share my effing gameplay now.
You do keep accidentally sharing as well.
Yeah.
Did you change the function of that button so that if you tap it, it just takes a screenshot, and then if you hold it, you
I don't
stream?
want it to take a screenshot.
Well, fine. But then if you change it to the default so that it just takes a screenshot, then it doesn't bring up another sharing menu.
The problem is I want it to pause my game. Or go to the menu. That's what I want.
Well, all right then.
And that's from 35 years of playing games, but
But isn't the share button is where the option used to be, right? And the options is now. No? Am I thinking wrong? No. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's a frustration. As a
Japanese
gaming frustration. There you go.
Yeah, there it
ties in together. It's a circle of life.
There it is. All right. Hacker alias Alpha Trion says, "How do you keep track of how many hours you are into a game for the ones with no in-game timer system?"
Step 1: don't care about such things.
I estimate based on the fact that I generally play for about an hour and a half a night when I play.
Mm-hmm.
So, if I've been playing it for 3 nights, then 4.5 hours approximately.
Just check your Twitch stream, Twitch archives.
I haven't done that in quite a while because the laptop I had that I was using that for likes to crash all the time now. So. New computer. On the new computer, I got another piece of it here that I haven't obviously done anything with.
Special reveal.
Internal capture card.
Oh,
that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hopefully that means for Generation 16 that I'll be able to start taking footage directly from hardware now instead of through an emulator.
Oh, cool.
I hope.
Yeah, I just estimate the time that I've spent in a game. On the 3DS and the Wii U, they do have that sort of system-wide clock thing.
Yeah, no, that's true.
So you can check that way for games that don't have an internal timer. But I really generally don't care about that stuff.
Yeah, same here.
I just estimate.
CJ's above it.
Exactly. Let's read this one from Hacker Alias. Rich Grisham, friend of the show.
I know that guy.
Yeah. He says, will Microsoft have a successor to the Xbox One? If so, when will it hit the market?
Well, the Xbox 2 will be out. I don't know. Later?
I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know what to call it. I hope that When did this generation start? 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Let's go for
2018.
2020. Let's go for 2020.
Yeah.
Do you think Microsoft is gonna stick it out this time and not?
I really don't know. That's more wishful thinking on my part.
Yeah.
I want it. The last generation seemed to last quite a while, which was nice.
It did, but do you remember what happened with the other Xbox One when the Xbox 360 came around? And they basically killed it.
Oh, I'm not saying that. Are we talking about them supporting the Xbox One when the next Xbox comes out? I'm not.
Well, no. I mean, how long do you think they're going to support the Xbox One if they're in second place, or if?
Well, I mean, but to be fair, that had much less to do with, I think, their market position and more to do with the fact that they came into that generation over a year behind the PS2.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, that was all planned, as far as I could tell. That the whole idea was to get out on the market, and then the 360 was supposed to be the real system that they were trying to push, not the Xbox.
Yeah. I don't know. I want to see more support for the Xbox One before we start talking about a successor. Like, I really don't want to quickly jump to the next thing.
Yeah.
I'd rather see a hardware revision from them. Make it smaller.
Like Sega? 32X. You want a 32X for the Xbox?
No.
CD-ROM drive?
No. HD DVD player?
How about a motion controller?
Oh, hey.
Perfect. No thanks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 2018.
God, I hope not.
Would be the soonest. I think the soonest.
It feels like this
this
generation hasn't even started yet. Yeah, that would be the soonest for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they haven't even started. We're probably gonna have Halo 6 on the one, right?
I would hope.
Probably.
Or whatever it's called. Halo 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hacker Alias Beard the Movie says, there's nothing on the PS4/Xbox One that really interests me. When was the last time a console generation did nothing for you?
I can't think of one.
I can't either.
I can't either. 'Cause usually there's somebody that is making the types of games that I want to play.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, the last time a console I would say that was sort of a major mainstream console didn't interest me was the TurboGrafx 16. So that was, early 90s. I mean,
right.
I mean, not counting things like the 3DO and the Jaguar and all that.
Those interested me greatly.
But no, you know what I mean? Like, and
Right.
then before that, it was Master System. Like, I played both of them, and I liked some of the stuff I played, but nothing enough to go out and buy it. Of course, at that point, too, I was still not even in my 20s, so I didn't really have the money to go out and buy all that stuff on a whim anyway. But
yeah,
that was the last time. Like, ever since that generation, I picked up a Super Nintendo, and then after that, it was every major system.
Yeah.
I eventually grabbed while they were viable. And the 3DO.
I skipped out on the Lynx and Game Gear.
Oh, I skipped out on Game Gear.
I didn't do those because the Game Boy was giving me all the portable goodness that I wanted. No reason to stray.
There you go.
But I'm pretty much in the same boat. Like, I usually buy all the platforms just because then you don't have to worry about multi-platform or exclusivity or anything. You can play the good games on whatever platform they're on, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes. Anyway. Let's do this one from Hacker Alias. JZ32, who says the games industry is hyper competitive. It is hyper competitive.
This tweet is really hard to read.
Ow. The games industry is hyper competitive, yet only a small fraction of games have demos. Why don't more games have demos?
Because no one's mandating it anymore.
Yeah.
That's part of it.
And I mean, we've had this discussion on the show many times. It's such a demo is such a crapshoot, and it's such a resource hog from a development standpoint to polish something up to make it presentable, and then putting it out there, and no matter how many caveats you add to it or warnings you put, like this is work in progress, it's not final. There's just, if it's not a great demo, doesn't matter if it really represents the final product, it can really hurt you.
Yeah.
So,
or people can get what they want out of your game out of the demo and then not actually buy the full version.
Yeah. And again, it's like it totally disrupts the development process generally, and considering the amount of money and time that goes into a lot of the biggest games now, that would be a major issue. Probably more bang for your buck to just get early copies out to YouTube streamers.
Yeah.
And let
that's the new demo, right?
Yeah.
Watching the game on YouTube.
Yeah, that is true.
That's
what the kids do these days.
I watched a couple of streams of Until Dawn before I purchased it.
Oh, yeah?
I didn't watch all that much of the game because I didn't want all that much of it to be spoiled for me, but I did watch the beginning of it just to see if it would be something I'd be interested in, and it was. I watched Game Informer does this video series called Test Lab. I watched their stream of Until Dawn, and that was what won me over. Yeah. Let's do this one from Hacker Alias Jerkface Killa, who says, "What are your highly anticipated games of 2016?"
Uncharted 4.
Yeah.
Paper Jam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are always the two that come to mind. Somebody mentioned one that we missed on our 2015 year in review cast, and now I can't remember it again. Oops.
Dark Souls 3.
Give me a break.
No.
You don't care about that game.
I did actually pick up Dark Souls 2 because it was cheap on a sale recently.
Isn't that the bad one?
I don't know. Is it? Is that the bad one? I should just go back and play more Bloodborne, really.
Oh, there you go.
But, yeah, Uncharted 4, definitely. Zelda, definitely. Yeah.
I'm looking here on the thread to see if I can find this one.
Yeah, what did I say? I forget what I said during our game. Our game year in review show. I forget what it was I said I was looking forward to.
I'm sure because Forza 6 came out last year, there should be another Horizon game.
Oh, yes.
Horizon.
Oh, Gravity Rush, that's what I said.
Crackdown 3, multiplayer.
Quantum Break, that was the other one that didn't come up in our show.
Quantum Break.
I'm looking forward to Quantum Break.
I just want Gravity.
I am as well.
I just want Gravity Rush. Gravity Rush 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking forward to. Yeah, love me some Gravity Rush. Love me some Gravity Rush.
Let's finish out with this one from Hacker Alias Highway 61, who says, "This is a question more for Kevin."
Oh, good idea.
Yeah, let's do this one then. Yeah.
I thought maybe we could answer this one. Come on. He says, "But should I keep my Pokemon 3DS pre-order or just buy an XL?"
Buy an XL.
I think the XL.
Even Kevin has come around.
He has, yeah. Although I gotta say, the lure of the faceplates on that new.
Good Lord. Buy some damn stickers and stick them to the back of the XL. Like, seriously.
Yeah. It's hard to be like an almost 40-year-old adult and have the Pokemon faceplates on your 3DS.
Yeah, that really makes you seem more like a predator.
Yeah.
You play that.
Yeah, I would imagine that the people who work at the video game company based on a cartoon channel are really judging you. So
I'm not worried about that. I mean, like, play on a flight or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
No, I just think when you get to the point where you're saying, well, the faceplates are really cool, like if that's your only reason,
Yeah. When Nintendo announced that last week, I was tempted.
Yeah.
For about, of course, you do own about 1 million Game Boys.
Oh, I do have a lot of Pokemon-themed Game Boys, yeah.
It is kind of your thing.
But I haven't bought the more recent ones, so...
So that just means you got a bigger purchase on the horizon.
I'm kind of off that now, so... But...
Adrian won't.
Yeah. I already have a 3DS, a new 3DS XL. I feel like one is enough for me on the new 3DS XL. So...
CJ?
Yeah?
Welcome to reality.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I want you to know that most of us have known that one version of the 3DS or any other portable system has been enough for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, even me, dude. But even
me. Yeah, that's Phil. I mean, let's be,
so cool looking.
Let's be real here.
Yeah,
look,
I mean,
I've been
swayed by the Zelda
friend here with me, and even I know you don't need
that
many.
You get the Millennium Falcon or something?
No, that thing. Jeez, I don't have the money for that.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
No.
Well, all right. I guess that's where we end the show for this week.
CJ's bummed out now.
It's because he wanted us to justify his going and buying a Pokemon 3DS. He was waiting for us to do it.
I'm not going to buy it. I'm not.
CJ was pretty stone-faced during the whole cancer game thing, but this maybe you shouldn't get another 3DS is where he's shedding that tear. Jeez.
That's right. That's what's really
guys.
Good. Yeah.
Oh man.
No, I didn't. I mean, I didn't buy any of the Zelda hardware, and that's a series that I like too.
Oh man.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and that is our show for this week. Thank you very much for listening. If you would like to subscribe to the Player One podcast, wait, now I'm doing Phil's part.
Yeah,
that's
really.
Weird. If you have a question for us or would like to comment on something you heard, voicemails, you can direct that to @P1Podcast on the Twitter, or you can go to our internet website at player1podcast.com. There you'll find our contact information. You'll find Generation 16 episodes.
Yeah.
I the latest segment is almost done for the new episode, so we're getting there.
Okay. And you'll find a message board where you can discuss this very episode with us and our other listeners.
If you'd like to subscribe to the Player One Podcast, you can do so by visiting player1podcast.com or by going to the iTunes Music Store. While you're at the iTunes Music Store, you can also invest $1.99.
Cheap.
To pick up the Player One Podcast iPhone application. It gives you one-touch communication with us via the emails and the Twitters. What have you. Is all of our episodes ready to stream right to your listening device. And hey, Android cell phone telephone users, the Player One Podcast iPhone application is available for free listening device as well for that same $1.99.
Also cheap.
Although, let's face it, if you're going through the hassle of going to the iTunes Music Store, you should be throwing any money to Pocket Mortys, right?
Oh, yeah, you should.
I mean, that's what you should be doing. Getting some lips and shits.
That's right.
It's a reference. I'm selling your game, CJ.
From the show.
I'm selling your game for you, dude.
And I appreciate it.
Yeah, you know what? It's dirty. I should have. I have a Blips and Chits T-shirt.
Oh.
I could have worn it for the show this week if I knew it was going to be a big commercial.
Okay.
But we're also on Stitcher Radio. You can like us on Facebook. You can see it archives of our past episodes and watch us live most weeks at youtube.com/P1podcast.
Mm-hmm.
If you've liked what you heard, and how could you? You can head over to patreon.com/P1podcast and throw a couple shekels our way.
Which a few people did this week.
Oh, really?
Our talk last week, so thank you.
How nice.
To everybody.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, seriously.
Really, really appreciate it.
Keeps CJ swimming in Blips and Chits prize tickets.
Yes. Yeah.
He does not. He does not get any sort of special benefit just because he's a producer. No. And also he has to pay for his own purchases.
That's right. I did. Yesterday, actually, I bought.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, because somebody said they couldn't get the purchases working, so I tested it on my own phone with my own account.
It's an elaborate scam to get CJ to fund the game. It's probably other people at Adult Swim Games. Okay, yeah, it's not working. CJ, maybe you should buy a few tickets for us. Yeah. If you have a couple bucks left over, head over to generation-16.com and throw a couple bucks towards Greg Seward to help support his fantastic web series, Generation 16, devoted to the Sega Genesis system.
Mm-hmm. And thank you to everybody who did start supporting through the Patreon.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yes, that's very awesome. Cool. Thank you so much.
And what else? Oh, I'm gonna plug this. I was just on another podcast. Right before we recorded this week's show, I made a special guest appearance on friend of the show, Bill Mudron. He has a pop culture podcast called Boy Howdy, which I believe is at boyhowdypodcast.com. So if you want to hear me and Bill talking about just nonsense and crap for like 3 hours, 3.5 hours, it's ridiculous. You can head over there and listen to that.
You know what, Phil? I was on a show this past week, too.
Were you?
The 1099 cast.
Oh, yeah?
Sounds expensive.
So, I don't know if you... Greg, you might remember this.
Some sort of like tax preparation show?
PAX East, a couple of years ago, we were interviewing Patrick Klepek, and this guy came in and said hi to Patrick in the middle of our interview.
And ignored us.
This is in episode 334.5, if you want to look it up. And so that guy at that time had been like freelancing a little bit, and he's still a freelancer, still works for a lot of different outlets, and he has his own podcast, the 1099, and he interviews various games folk, and Josiah had me on his podcast this week, so that should be going up tomorrow.
Oh, very nice.
So that should be up by the time people are listening to this. So I'll throw a link in the show notes for both Boy Howdy and 1099, and people can go listen to those.
Cool.
Yeah.
There we go. And next week, I guess?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.